Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about Amazon Route 53. It is a scalable domain name system service intended to give business and developers a reliable way to direct end users to applications. It is accomplished by translating the domain names into numeric IP address, which is www.example.com to any numeric IP address such as 192.168.1.2, which is how computers connect to each other. And also, it allows the developers to manage the IP address. It answers the request known as queries to translate the domain names into their corresponding IP address. And also, it is possible for the developers to control the global traffic through an assortment of routing types which can be combined with DNS failover, which directs web traffic to a substitute location to prevent site outages. So, the main agenda what we are following here is Route 53 in simple terms, functions of Route 53, features of Route 53, domain registration concepts, health checking concepts. In simple terms, Amazon Route 53 is a highly available and scalable domain name system web service. Mainly, it is designed for developers and corporates to route the end users to internet applications by translating the human readable names into numeric IP addresses. And the DNS settings can be configured with the Route 53 API or AWS Management Console. The service can be used to arrange the DNS health check to monitor the health of resources and applications to direct traffic to healthy endpoints. By using this Amazon Route 53, users only pay for managing domains and the amount of queries the DNS service answers for each of the domains. Let us look on to the functions of Route 53. There are mainly three functions for Route 53, that is domain registration, health checking and resolver. Let us discuss about domain registration. If you want to get a new domain name such as anything.com, then you can register it with Amazon Route 53, and also you can transfer the registration for existing domains from other registrars to Route 53 or transfer the registration for domains that you register in with Route 53 to another registrar. And next function is health checking. If you have two or more resources that perform the same function, then you can use the health checking features. They are to check the health of EC2 instances and other resources, and also it evaluates the health of an AWS resource. And if you created this health checks, Route 53 periodically sends requests to the endpoint for each health check. It doesn't perform the health check when it receives a DNS query. Based on the responses, it decides whether the endpoints are healthy and uses that information to determine how to respond to the queries. And the third function is resolver. Resolver means Route 53's resolver provides automatic DNS resolution within the VPC. By default, this resolver answers DNS queries for VPC domain names such as domain names for EC2 instances or load balancers. And it can be configured to forward queries that it receives from EC2 instances in the VPCs to DNS resolvers on on-premises network. These are the main three functions of Route 53. Next, we can discuss about the features of Route 53. There are so many features. Some of them are here. First one is secure. In the case of security, by integrating this Amazon Route 53 and identity and access management, You can grant unique credentials and manage permissions for each and every user within your AWS account. And also, you can specify who has access to which parts of the Amazon Route 53 service. That is secure. And the second feature is scalable in the sense it is designed to automatically scale to handle very large query without any intervention. Reliable means it is designed to provide the level of dependability required by important applications. The next feature is easy to use. Ease of use in the sense we can configure the multiple traffic policies and decide which policies are active at any given time. And also we can create and edit the traffic policies using the simple visual editor in the Route 53 console. And in the case of cost, you pay only for the resources you use. That is the main feature of Route 53. Moving on to next agenda, that is domain registration concepts. Basically, there are 5 concepts that are related to domain registration. They are domain name, domain registrar, domain registry, domain reseller, and top level domain. Domain name means it is a name in which the user types in the address bar of a web browser to access the website or a web application. So, if you have a website and you want to make it available on the internet, then first you want to register the domain name. And this is the first concept of domain registration. And the second one is domain registrar. Domain registrar in the sense it is accredited by the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers to process the domain registrations for specific top level domains. There are so many registers. This Amazon is one of the registrar and GoDaddy is another registrar. For example, .in, .net, .com, etc. Next one is domain registry, which means the company that owns the right to sell domains that have a specific top level domain. It defines the rules for registering a domain such as residency requirements for a geographic top level domain. And this registry's database contains information such as contact informations and the name servers for each domain. That is domain registry. Next one is domain reseller. This is the company that sells domain names for registrars. For example, GoDaddy, Amazon, etc. And the last one is top level domain. That is represented as TLD. It is the last part of the domain name such as .net, .in, .com, .org, etc. Basically, these top level domains are of two types: generic top level domains and geographical top level domains. Generic top level domain means covers a thematic field rather than a geographical field. That means .org, which represents the organization, and .info, which represented informative, etc. That is generic top level domain. And geographic top level domain means it is based on the country code, which is an internet top level domain generally used or reserved for a country. For example, .us, .uk, .in, etc. That's all about domain registration concepts. Next, we are moving to health checking concepts. Basically, there are 3 concepts: endpoint, DNS failover, and health check. First one is DNS failover concept. It is a method for routing traffic away from unhealthy resources to healthy resources. That is, when you have more than one or more resources performing the same function, then you can configure the Route 53 health checks to check the health of your resources. And next concept is endpoint. And in endpoint, you can configure the health check to monitor the health by specifying the endpoint by IP address or the domain name. And the third concept is health check. And in this, we can monitor whether the specified endpoint is healthy or not. And also, we get notified when an endpoint becomes unhealthy. These are the three health checking concepts. These were the basic out structure of Route 53. Thank you for watching.